Hi, good morning. How are you all? Fine. Thank you. Welcome. मजामा बहुत अच्छे. आप लोग कैसे हैं? आप कैसे हैं अभिषेक? ठीक है? Okay, very good. Online students कैसे हैं? Good morning, online students. How are you all? Please mark your attendance. Say hi. Hi, Anand. आनंद आ रहा है आपको? Okay, so today we'll discuss. Okay, so today we will discuss the topics from 19 July to 25th July. What all topics were there in the news, guys? Please tell me, jaldi say, so that we can see how much attentive you were. FTA. Okay, next. Hi, Rana Rasla. How are you? Rana, right? Yes. Yeah. हाँ, ये सब एक ही चीज से रिलेटेड है ना. वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जस्टिस वर्मा यश and then ये सब छोड़ो. Next. FTA. Okay, done. Next. Any other thing was in news? Okay. Next. Dharmasthal. Dharmasthala in Karnataka. That is like 2-3 weeks old news. हाँ, आगे. Hi everyone. Good morning, students. Very good. You all are coming and showing up. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. FTA is equal to free trade agreement. हाँ, क्या हुआ है मॉलडीव्स को? मॉलडीव्स को मॉलडीव्स का 60th इंडिपेंडेंस डे सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. आज कर रहे हैं, कल कर रहे थे? कल किया है, आज किया है? पक्का? yesterday और tomorrow को मलयालम में नाली बोलते हैं. Same word for both the days. Yesterday and tomorrow. Innale. So innale or today? Yesterday. Okay. Any other topic? क्या नाम है इसका? अदनान? News? Important news, guys. Online students, you can also please type the news. All the students, please type the news. What all news you read in the last week? हाँ, बताओ. Ibrahim? Any other news? One dam was in news. क्या था? चाइना का डैम है. हाँ. So it is world's largest. That was also in news. Any other news? Preamble. क्या हुआ है? Secular and integrity. SSI. Okay. वो पुराना न्यूज है यार. That is like 15 days पुराना न्यूज. आगे बताओ. Next. इथेनॉल ब्लेंडिंग को लेकर था कुछ न्यूज में. इथेनॉल ब्लेंडिंग. A very significant step or milestone India has achieved related to ethanol blending. जो target था, India has achieved the target before the deadline. 20% ethanol blending. Are you guys following the channel on Instagram? हाँ, नहीं कर रहे हो ना? mygov.in, AIR news alerts. Are you following it or scrolling Instagram? So you will get the notification. So ethanol blending, 20% of the ethanol blending has been achieved by India before the target 2030. 2025 में we have achieved. Okay. So it is a very good and huge milestone achieved by India. Okay. Next is renewable sector. और कोई न्यूज है? डिफेंस में क्या है? हाँ हाँ मिग. हाँ ठीक है. और आगे? आकाश. हाँ, आकाश. अभिषेक. अक्षय. अक्षय, हाउ आर यू? हाँ, अक्षय किधर है? Hi Aslam, you did not come to the class today? What is this? Ah, Dev Pujita, where were you? I missed you like since 2-3 days you're not coming, no? What happened? Okay. Yeah, guys, batao, tell me. Any other news? Okay. Chalo, we'll discuss important news. Huh? Whatever topics are the most important topics and the interlinkages also, UPSC relevance also, questions that have come previously or might come. I have prepared the questions also, prelims, mains, both perspective, added the previous year question also, and I have added the work, the slides that are given by the government channels website that are also added. So you can go through and read it, okay? We will not cover these things that I have added in the pictures. I will show you related to the vice president also, and then ye dekho, these slides I have added, okay? So these are the question. Based on this thing, question can be asked in prelims also, mains also. Vice president का topic जो है, who conduct the election to the office of the vice president. These slides you have to add. We will look at the topics that you have to cover, okay? Then I have added related to UK FTA. यहाँ पे बहुत सारा content is there, so you can go through everything, okay? Now we will cover the important news. The topic number 1 is RBI's Financial Inclusion Index. Reserve Bank of India's. Hi, who is this white rose? What is your name? Yeah. So RBI's Financial Inclusion Index. Okay. Shows all-round growth, rises to 67 in March 2025. Here what it means. So what is this Financial Inclusion Index and why this is important for our UPSC preparation? What is financial inclusion, guys? Online students, you also have to answer. Okay, whenever they ask a question, start commenting. Huh? Don't wait for your names. Yeah. What is financial inclusion? Oh. Financial policy. Hmm. It's the financial inclusion of the weaker section of the society or something. Hmm. Not only weaker, everyone. Inclusion means including everyone financially, right? Okay. So this is related to that. So this comes under which topic? Can you interconnect one topic associated with financial inclusion? One very important topic which we covered 2 weeks before. 10 years of, we covered one topic which was 10 years of, Dev Pujita, 10 years of Digital India. Correct? 10 years of, इतने अच्छे से cover किया था, सब भूल गए. हाँ? 10 years of Digital India. Can you connect Digital India with financial inclusion? No talking. You. Gap. Extreme right and left, chalo. Everyone sit extreme right and left. Digital inclusion and financial inclusion, how they are connected? Can you make a connection? How? Yeah, we are reaching every one of the society. We are including them. We are making them aware about we are those things. Extremely is was that yes, for the entire population of India is becoming a part of the digital India program. So that's how the financial inclusion can also be included. So financial inclusion means using UPI or things like that, which is connected with digital India thing. So digital India is the bigger picture. Financial inclusion is a part of digital India. Can we say that? So digital India is what? Making not even people also accessible or understanding the digital part, but also making it citizen centric. From the government part also, services to citizens digitally, making it accessible, making it transparent, right? So everyone, officers also, people also, government also, digital India works for everyone. Okay, provides the digital infrastructure. Yes, Adarsh? Digital infrastructure क्या होता है? What is digital infrastructure? How are you, Fasla? How are you feeling? Huh? Yeah. So digitally, we have some services, right? Some platforms are there which help us in connect to the things with the government, right? So many platforms are there that are part of digital infrastructure, like UPI will be a part of digital infrastructure, Aadhaar, e-Aadhaar, right? क्या है? One application is there for Aadhaar card. Diksha portal is there. Diksha portal is also there. Then one more portal is there where you can DigiLock, where you can save your certificates, right? And authentication is there. Then any other thing, any other infrastructure. These are the things that you have to write in mains when you're answer writing, no? Writing the answer for mains. So this financial inclusion, there is an improvement. That is why this topic is there. It has improved to 67 in March 2025 from 64.2. So good improvement is there. Okay, according to the inclusion index, financial inclusion index, which is released by RBI. So one simple question that can be made is that the financial inclusion index is released by whom? RBI. Okay, simple. Now next is, it is attributed. This improvement, how did we get this improvement? This is a very important topic for your mains. Please understand. And prelims also. But selectively you have to understand what can come in prelims and what can come in mains. Okay. So this is very important. The improvement has been uh, achieved by what? Usage and quality dimension. How we are using it and what quality we are providing, indicating deepening inclusion and financial literacy initiative. Means that from rural to urban areas, this inclusion was there by different initiatives, right? Different programs undertaken by the government, different policies they were undertaken, and then this literacy, financial literacy was given to the people. Financial literacy is very important, yes or no? Correct. So when financial literacy will be there, then only financial inclusion can be achieved. Yes or no? So financial literacy will also come under the financial inclusion. Please understand and connect the things. Now, why this is important? Because of the index. Because prelims where question comes from the indexes, who releases this index, and then this is a part of economy also. We have seen that questions have been coming in prelims and mains on financial inclusion, RBI, and how it is helping in governance of the country. This is also part of governance, yes or no? Right? So helping the country manage monetary policy and provide what? The financial inclusion. Okay. So this financial inclusion index, it includes what all things? There will be banking also included in this, investment, insurance, postal and pension services. These all things are there in this index, part of this index, developed in concentration with different sectors also and the government also. Okay. This is a general understanding you should know. Even if you do not know about this thing, you should have an idea that financial inclusion will include all these aspects: banking, investment, pension schemes also. Next is unique feature, quality parameter, reflects financial literacy, consumer protection and service inequality. So this index reflects what? Literacy also, financial literacy. Then only this inclusion can be achieved, right? Second is consumer protection. Are consumers protected or not? And service inequality. How are the services being provided? Rural area, urban area, women, men, right? So this shows inequality also. Who is performing better? And surprisingly, in rural areas, women are women are doing this online task better than the male. They are using this financial literacy mode. Okay, index range. Now, this index range is from 0 to 100. 0 tells you about the complete exclusion, financial exclusion. If you score 0 in this index, means you are excluded completely from the financial inclusion. Understood? And 100, if you achieve 100 score, means you are totally into financial inclusion. Okay, so score of 100, complete inclusion is there. Okay, and then 0 score means complete exclusion from financial literacy. Understood? Clear? Okay, so this is the parameter. 3 broad parameters are there. Access, usage and quality, we already saw. That how did we improve financial inclusion? Access, accessibility. It talks about accessibility of the services. Then usage. Are people using it? Are they getting the benefit of these services? Financial inclusion. Then quality. What are the quality of services that we are providing? Base here is not there. So for this index, there is no base here. It only does the work and then it compares the work related to the previous year, overtime work that it has done, and is released annually in July. Now, this topic is very important. This topic is related to the initiative for financial inclusion. Okay, so now we have covered the FI index released by RBI. What are the parameters? There is no base here. Okay, please remember this point. There is no base here. This can be asked. Okay, and then parameters we saw. Then we saw that score. What is the score? Now, government initiative related to the financial inclusion. What are the government initiatives? So there are different initiatives for including the people digitally also and financially also. First is Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Question has already came in prelims 2-3 times. It has come. Adal Pension Yojana, Jan Dhan Yojana, Suraksha Bima Yojana, Aadhaar. These are the favorite topics. Again, it will be coming because 2015, 2014, these were the year that it was launched. Okay, so 2014-15 Digital India program was launched in 2015. Okay, 10 years, 2025. This was launched in 2014. So very important for us. So Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana launched 28th August 2014. What is the objective? Provide affordable access to financial services. So everyone should have a bank account. Okay, bank account. Opening bank account was not that easy, right? So there was a infrastructure prepared. Jam Trinity we know, right? Jan Dhan bank account, then Aadhaar, and then mobile. Right? So these three things has to be connected. Jam Trinity made it possible, and Jan Dhan accounts are zero balance account. What are these accounts? Jan Dhan account is zero balance. You don't have to pay anything. You don't have to maintain anything. There are no charges on these accounts. Okay. So free opening. Every detail is there. No account maintenance or opening fee. No minimum balance to be kept in the account. Okay. Absolutely free. Then free RuPay card, 2 lakh accident insurance. Please understand these details are very, very important because this will be asked and this has already been asked. What are the benefits related to objective of the scheme? Okay, or the details. So RuPay card is free plus insurance is there. 2 lakh accident insurance, overdraft up to 10,000. Then link scheme. There are different link scheme. This Jan Dhan account is accessible, eligible for these schemes automatically. Okay, it means what? That protection will be provided based on DBT. So DBT transfer will be there on these accounts directly. Then Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima. Again, Bima is what? Bima means, I told you now, whenever there is a scheme which is in news, you have to understand the meaning of that scheme. Translate it to English. Okay. Jeevan means life. Jyoti, light. Then Bima, insurance. Yojana, plan. Okay. So Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha, protection. Okay. Bima, again insurance, protection, insurance, plan. Next is Atal Pension Yojana, pension, right? Next is Micro Unit Development and Refinance Agency Bank, means Mudra scheme. So these Jan Dhan accounts are eligible for all these benefits. Okay. Suraksha Bima means that some installment will be there every month, some amount will be deducted, and then when you meet any accident or anything happens, then that amount will be given to you. Insurance for insurance scheme. Okay. So these accounts are eligible for these other schemes. Understood? Now this is the graph for the progress of the PM Jan Dhan scheme from 2015 to 2024. We have seen this jump. Okay, so this is how this has included the people. Digital India, very important again. Why this was launched? Why? What is the objective? What line you should use when you talk about Digital India? You should use that the vision was making India digitally empowered and a knowledge based economy. क्या है? Digitally empowered and knowledge based economy. This word you should use. Okay. Next is various. Digital India program comprises of various initiatives. It comprises of infrastructure also. We have to build a robust digital infrastructure, right? And now we are successfully doing it. Other nations are also implementing our system, UPI system, right? Next is knowledge economy. We have to create and bring good governance. Okay, digital India means that good governance to the people, citizen centric also. So this point is also very important. Okay, next is coordinated engagement should be there. Then the key initiatives are PMG Disha, Arogya Setu, ONDC, Open Network, Digital, Bhashini is there, then Bheem is there, GSTN is there. These are the initiative under Digital India program and many more are there. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Jeevan Jyoti Insurance Scheme, Bima Yojana. Age group is very important related to Atal Pension, related to Jeevan Jyoti, Suraksha Bima Yojana. These three Bima Yojanas which were launched. Age is very important. So this is Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima. Age limit is 18 to 50 with a bank account and life insurance cover of 2 lakh rupees. Now Aadhaar inclusion was there, Jam Trinity. Jandhan account plus Aadhaar plus mobile and widespread DBT transfer will be there. Aadhaar enabled access to bank and DBT. Atal Pension Yojana, many questions have come on this Atal Pension Yojana and Jandhan account. Online students, are you getting everything? Am I going too fast? Should I slow down my pace? Or are you able to understand everything? Please reply fast. We don't have time. So, Atal Pension Yojana. Target group was what? Is my speed okay? Or should I slow down? Okay, right? Huh? Okay. Organized, unorganized sector. This was specially targeted on the unorganized sector, launched 2015. Pension divided. It is like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 and 5,000 depending on the contribution of the people. How much you are contributing. And depends on the age also. If I am starting at 32, it will be only till 40 years of age. I can contribute till 40 only. So the installment will be also be differing. Okay, different installment will be there, but whatever contribution you have made, the pension will be provided based on that amount. Okay, so it is a voluntary scheme, voluntary. Okay, not mandatory. Now Suraksha Bima Yojana, accident insurance 2 lakh 18 to 70 years with a bank account. Suraksha Bima, it is a 1 year personal accident insurance. Nobody is replying. I think everyone is sleeping. Very good. Have tea and coffee. You are at home now, enjoying, right? Okay, renewable annually. This is renewed annually. It is a personal accident insurance scheme. Provides coverage for death, disability due to an accident. And then they have to give consent to join, and auto debit facility is available. Once you give the consent, then it will be auto debited. Okay, for this Suraksha Bima Yojana. Now, this is a comprehensive modular survey telecom 2025 for the released by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation in May 2025. This was launched. This survey was launched by the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay, so what does this survey say? Online banking in rural India. This is very important. When you talk about financial inclusion, these are the example that you have to give. Okay, guys. Financial inclusion, this is the example that you have to give when it comes to rural India, urban India, how many people are using online banking, financial literacy example. Okay, so rural females performing online banking, it has risen to 30% from 17%. Very huge jump, right? And for females, rural females, which is very good number, yes or no? This means that accessibility is there, plus financial literacy is also there. Next is what? 15 to 24 age group, 51.4 rural females used online banking in 2025. Very good number. Again, and this data you should remember. Then only you will provide a value or the quality to the answer. Yes or no? These things you should understand. Selectively, you have to choose the data. Okay. Next is urban area. If we talk about urban area, penetration, online banking penetration rose from 50 to 62 for those aged 15 plus. Specifically mentioning age and the number also, based on the 80th round of the National Sample Survey. So this is one more example of the online banking or financial inclusion or financial literacy. Okay, Adnan, everything clear? Bami, is everything clear? No, I'm just asking. Remove that, no? Oops, question. Abhishek, answer बताओ. Abhishek, answer बता दो. अब बिना पढ़े बता दो तो. Online students, please give me the answer of this question. With reference to India, consider the following statement. Nobody will murmur or whisper anything. Adarsh and Abhishek will give the answer. Okay. Which of the above can be considered as steps taken to achieve the financial inclusion in India? Yeah. Which of these steps, guys, which of the steps taken above can be considered as a financial inclusion in India? What's your name? Vandana. Answer? B or no? 2 and 3. Ibrahim ने तो देख लिया आंसर. You have seen the answer, right? क्या आंसर अभिषेक? B or no? B. Why not A? Why are you not including A option? This option may feel bad, right? Think about it. Financial inclusion, guys. Financial inclusion. Vandana? B or C? D or no? D. Why D now? Abhishek, why not D? Why not D? Online students, what is the answer? A, B, C, D. Financial inclusion. Just guess. हाँ बताओ मेरे प्यारे बच्चों बोलो. Einstein, this is a very simple question. If you are thinking this is a tough question and giving the wrong answer, very good. Adarsh, D or no? Huh? A. Yes, last time. Rifana. बताओ. Why? It's not about nationalization. It is about bank. If bank is there, financial inclusion, right? Answer क्या है? Abhishek, answer क्या है? Common man understanding. It is talking about financial inclusion. Okay? Okay. So, guys, financial inclusion, done. Okay? Next is what? World Bank report. World Bank report. By 2030, World Bank report is saying that Indian cities to create 70% of jobs but may lose $5 billion to floods. Need greater autonomy to counter climate risk. So, opportunities are there, but then also we will be losing our resources because of the disasters. So, this topic is related to what all topics in syllabus, guys? Okay, disaster management. GS paper? 3 LA. Then next. Defense. Science and technology. Then international organization, international institutions. Then Bala Prasanna, you're not giving the answer. Akshay, you're not giving the answer. हाँ? क्या चल रहा है guys? You are not present, no? हाय बोल के भाग गए सब. हाँ. क्या है? और क्या टॉपिक है? इकोनॉमी. वेरी गुड. जीएस पेपर? नंद किशोर? हाँ? He is doing like this. GS paper? 3 LA, 2 LA? 3. Next. Next, any other topic? Governance है क्या? Governance है? Then weaker sections आएगा क्या? Weaker section, social justice आएगा? Social justice which paper? Abhishek? 2, 3. 2 आनो 3 आनो? 3 आन? Climate is there. क्या है? Which paper? 3, 2. Subject? Disaster भी है, environment भी है. Environment है, right? Correct? Any other thing, Hasinsha? Any other subject we are missing? No? Not missing? Okay, so the title of this report, bus. Okay, enough. Discussion enough. So title of the report produced by World Bank is what? Towards resilient and prosperous cities in India. Okay, resilient and prosperous cities in India. So we do not have resilient cities or prosperous cities. Published by World Bank in collaboration with the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Very important, MOHUA, Government of India. Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs is also associated. Why? Because cities. It is talking about cities, so you can make the connection. Urban, housing and urban affairs. Okay. So make this connection always so that the chances will be less of doing the mistakes. Wherever you can connect things. GS paper 1. Miss Kia, Hasan Shah. GS paper 1. Urbanization. Okay. Salah. Done. Next is governance is there. Infrastructure. Then environment disaster management. Essay. Prelims. Correct. So these are the relevant things. Why in the news? So critical report has been submitted estimating that India will need $2.4 trillion by 2050, right? So India needs $2.4 trillion for building climate resilient infrastructure and urban services. This is the need of the developing country like India. Okay. But what is happening? We do not have enough support, right? Not even the developed countries are supporting and giving this much fund. So where will we get this? No, we'll not be able to get this if support is not coming from outside. Yes or no? Then we have to face the challenges. Okay, this is co-published by MOHUA, also MOHUA Ministry, and then highlights are what? By 2050, urban population in India will nearly double to 951 million. Population will be rising. Then 70% of all new jobs will be generated also. Jobs will be also be rising, but our resilience is not rising, not becoming strong. Okay, our system is not becoming strong. So climate vulnerabilities will be there, more flood, more heat will be there, and more disasters will be there. But we are not going to be more resilient. That is a challenge. How to solve this challenge? We need fund, right? Where will we get this fund? From the outside people only, right? And then climate risks to urban India. Flooding and urban heat stress are identified as the two major shocks. Flooding is the issue in urban areas. Yes or no? Different floodings are there. The names are also there. So flooding related to drainage system is there. Correct. Overflowing of rivers is also there. Then what all kind of flooding? Okay. Then heat stress is there. Right. These are the challenges that urban cities are facing. So when it comes to challenges associated with urban cities or urbanization, this can be mentioned now. Okay. Next is urban flooding is there. Annual economic loss is there. Numbers are given, and it may rise from 4 to 14 to 30 billion by 2070. Okay. Now, up to 46.4 million people will be exposed to such risk. Risk of pluvial flooding, which is related to drainage, will also be rising. Now, urban heat, death are also there related to urban heat, and it could double up to 3 lakh, and global warming and urban heat island effect. Urban heat island is a concept, new concept which is coming. And what is this urban heat island? Urban heat island, just the general sense. In UPSC, what happens is many of the times general questions, some terms are there which you can identify by general understanding also. So can you identify the meaning of urban heat island? Urban heat island meaning? Just guess what could be the meaning of urban heat island. Island, you know, right? A small area. Then urban heat. Huh? Surrounding area will be flooded. Urban heat. It is associated with heat. Batao. Urban heat island. Hi Arunima, guys. You are not participating. Very bad. Online students not participating. हाँ. ये कहाँ से उठाया? कहाँ से? अच्छा है. हाँ. So there will be some sections or pockets. It is a localized phenomena. There will be some pockets where the heat will be more than the surrounding area. right? Because of some structures, buildings, or lack of trees, some things will be there which will be doing what? Increasing the heat of that area. That is why it is called UHI effect. Okay, and that will be affecting the local area. Understood? So a localized urban phenomena, pockets of cities experience higher temperature than surrounding areas caused by dense construction, concrete structures. Trees will be less, है ना? So it happens when we go out. So outside it is cool, inside it is not that cool. Correct? And because of some other things also, like if you have what trees inside the building also, then also the temperature will be less, है ना? Heat will be less. Yes or no? Then low vegetation cover is the again the other cause. Poor airflow and heat entrapment. Ventilation is not there. When one room is closed, definitely outside temperature will be different, inside temperature will be different, right? So it is about trapping the air, है ना? Which causes more heat when ventilation is not proper. Okay. Temperature variations are there. When this UHI is there, temperature variations may be between 3 to 5 degrees Celsius. Okay. If anything is not clear, you can ask me. Okay. But be very clear. Okay. This is the thing. Now, urban flooding are there. Types of urban flooding by World Bank. How many types of urban flooding? Urban flooding is very important. So you should know what all types of urban flooding are there. Pluvial, fluvial, coastal, flash flood. So pluvial is what? Overwhelmed drainage. It is caused by drainage. Then this is by the overflowing of river, fluvial. Okay. Coastal flooding is there. Then flash flood is there. Now the recommendations. What should we do to mitigate this disaster? These disasters, national and state level initiatives can be done. A climate financing roadmap we need. These are the solution, guys. Okay. Next is private sector participation is needed. Building municipal capacity and establish climate adaptation standard. So these are the solution. Next is what? City level work. What we can do? Risk evaluation framework, mobilization of capital, public, private, and invest in nature-based solution, green infrastructure. Green infrastructure. What we can do in urban areas? Huh. Different methods are there. On the roadsides also. Delhi also it is happening because tree cover is lost now. So Miyawaki plantation, no? Miyawaki is an example, correct? So that kind of plantation also we can adopt. How can you forget? Can you forget? 2 days before you attended one session and that was mentioned there. Hey guys, very good students I have. Brilliant urban local bodies. Okay. Urban local bodies. So when urban areas are in news, what you should do is you should go and read about the urban local bodies also. Okay, what are these bodies and the constitutional status? So the constitutional status is what? 74th Amendment Act 1992 granted the constitutional status to ULBs. Okay, now created 3 tiers, which is municipal, nagar, and municipal corporation. Key features are what? Okay, so this is going to the history part. Madras, followed by Bombay and Calcutta. The first municipal body was there. Very, very important personality is Lord Ripon, father of local self-government. He is called as the father of local self-government. He was one of the most liberal lord, right, in India. And he worked really good. Resolution of 1882. Constitutional part 9A of the Constitution, 12th schedule is there related to the ULBs. Election mandate, every 5 years elections are there. Ward based elections are held, and executive head is municipal commissioner. Real authority, mayor is ceremonial head. So these are the important statistics, facts related to the ULBs. Now challenges of urban local bodies. What are the challenges? Capital. Finances will be the challenge, one of the important challenge. Autonomy, financial autonomy is not there. Resources are not there with the urban local bodies. Staff shortage, overburdening also, right? Overburdening of the work, limited ability to tackle complex urban issues, right? And time is changing. So we have to learn from outside also how to manage cities, right? If we are not capable, we should try to research, learn more and more, integrate the outside things also. right? That should be also done. Incomplete devolution of power. Devolution of power is not there. Autonomy is not there, right? Finances are not provided that much. So this is also creating a what problem? Now, Union Budget 2025-2026, what was announced? Announcement of Urban Challenge Fund worth 1 lakh crore to promote what? Cities as growth hubs, redevelopment of cities, water sanitation improvement. So this was announced in the Union Budget. So this is how you can include many things associated with one topic. Okay, Salah? Union Budget is there related to urban local bodies. Huh? So we integrated that also. So this is how you can mention the things and be prepared for the questions which may come. Now, what all institutions and things are mentioned? World Bank was mentioned, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, then ULBs and 74th Amendment Act. Next is budget also, right? Union Budget 25-26. Concepts, urban heat island and types of urban flooding, 12th schedule. Then report name is what? Report name is Ibrahim. Report name is World Bank report name is what? Yeah. Okay. Now GS paper 1, 2, 3. These are the keywords which are matching with the mains syllabus. Okay. So you can read this and then you can highlight this. Answer? Abhishek? Angelin? What is the answer? Angelin? Everyone said, only you did not say. World Bank said? I did not hear. Okay. Be louder. Next is Angelin. Answer. Which of the following is true regarding? Three statements are there. ULBs in India. तुम दोनों को अलग अलग बैठने को बोला था. पास कैसे आ गए? पास आओ, पास आओ. हाँ? बताओ. 74th envisages three types of ULBs. Municipal corporation are for cities with population above 1 million. And then Bombay and Calcutta had the first municipal corporations. Which is the correct answer? Adnan, answer? बताओ. Finu, hi. How are you? क्या है आंसर? आंसर क्या है? A आंसर है. 3 is not included. Why? Yes. Vandana. D. 1 to 3. Najia. 1 to 3. You. Refana. Refana. Yeah. What is the meaning of your name? Ayyo. मैंने asked the mom, कि मेरा नाम का मतलब ये है कि exploring something like that. But you are exactly like it. So you should be like that only. You don't have to serve justice to your name always. Huh? You are good, doing good, very energetic. Be like this. Motivate others also. अभिषेक थंडर चाहिए. थंडर. eh? आंसर क्या है? So third option is not correct. Okay. Now see the questions associated with this topic. Okay. Question is, Indian cities are engines of economic growth but face serious risk from climate change. How you can write this answer? Can you please give me some points? What all things you can write in this answer? Indian cities are engines of economic growth but face challenges. So what all things can we include? GDP mainly, cities such as Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, they are the not only plants, but the main problems like and all climate change problems. So we will talk about issues. We'll talk about issues and then we will cite example of We will cite example of World Bank report plus Mahua, right? Ministry of Housing Affairs. Then we can talk about everything that has been given. Dev Pujita, I am not able to see you today. You have taken a very good place. Very good. The success of, okay, second question is the success of climate resilient cities hinges on empowered ULBs. So see, it is focusing on urban local bodies here. They are saying that success of climate resilient cities are based on the success of ULBs. That is very important. So giving autonomy, financial plus devolution of power is very important to ULB. Then only they can work and make the cities resilient. Okay, so this is talking about that. So how to do that? Okay, so we can include budget part also in the concept of constitutional and administrative bottlenecks. What are the challenges they are facing? What solutions to provide to them? Right. So this way also we can give the answer, and we can say that World Bank also told that they need what? Financial autonomy. World Bank report. Okay. Next topic is Jagdeep Dhankar, very political vice president. He was not only a vice president, but he was a vice president also. समझ आया मतलब क्या? Wisest vice president. Wisest vice president. Very outspoken, straightforward, talking about issues, right? And he was brilliantly doing it. That is why, yeah. So resignation, what are the issues, implication and constitutional framework. So I have covered this topic in a very nice way for you so that you, if any question comes, you can easily give the answer. But you have to do what? You have to go and read everything. Okay. Now, what happened guys? You know the thing, no? Why did he resign? What is the assumption?
Removal of that judge. So opposition leaders has said that the main issue of his resignation was this. That's why he did it. And in his notice, in his resignation letter, he cited that not only because of that, but because of my health issue. That's why I am resigning.
A health issue has been given as a reason for resignation, right? But there are many reasons. Hi, Kohli Leela Kumar, where are you from? Okay. So, impeachment motion against Allahabad High Court Judge Justice Yashwant Verma was there. There was a tension between what? Center and the government and the vice president over this impeachment motion of the judge. This was the issue, right? What happened? Center wants to take action against the judge and vice president also took the motion was given. Yes or no? Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. When we talk about Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, both are deciding, both want to take the lead in this impeachment motion of the judge. This is the thing. While officially acknowledged by PM, no formal statement has been given by the government about the resignation. This development raises important constitutional, procedural, and political question about the office of the VP of India. Two separate, please understand the issue. Two separate impeachment motions were being mobilized in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, and against whom? The judge, Justice Yashwant Verma, for the cash found at his residence. Okay. So opposition was collecting the minimum 50 signatures to move a motion in Rajya Sabha. Government collected 145 signatures, right? And Dhankar's decision to entertain the opposition motion in Rajya Sabha before the Lok Sabha created friction. So this is the issue. Friction was created because of this, because VP is entertaining the Rajya Sabha motion. Okay, this sparked speculation about the resignation of VP. Okay, now constitutional. Now definitely question will come from vice president, but it is not that easy. The question will not be that much easy if you are thinking that easy ho sakta hai to good and well for you, but if not, then other things also you should take care. So office of the vice president is what Article 67 talks about. The office 5 years from the date of joining, entering the office, can resign anytime. Highlight these things. Can resign anytime by submitting a written resignation to the president. Okay, and can be removed by the resolution of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, I hope you know what all things to keep in mind. Can be removed by the resolution of the Rajya Sabha passed by an absolute majority and agreed by the Lok Sabha. Okay. No formal impeachment process is needed. No specific grounds are required for the resignation of or impeachment of the VP. If he resigns mid-term, what happens? Okay, so there are criteria. Now, upon resignation, obviously the office will be vacant, and then Article 66 says that a new vice president has to be elected, right? And in the meanwhile, the deputy chairman of the Rajya Sabha can perform his functions, okay? And if the VP is already functioning, was already functioning as president, if president is not there, he was acting, then Chief Justice of India may discharge the presidential duties, okay? Article 65. Now, to whom does the VP resigns? Answer is President. President of India, Article 67, it is mentioned. Now, key differences. When it comes to VP, then we have to understand Vice President's power, functions and President also. This is very understandable and very common. Okay? So, feature is what? Election of Vice President and President. Electoral college are different. Value of vote is also different, and presiding officer. EC appointed returning officer and Chief Justice, often as RO. So every detail is given. You can read this thing, right? Because this is a very detailed topic. Qualification to become Vice President. What are the qualifications? Very easy and simple. He should be citizen, he or she should be citizen of India. Next is what? 35 years of age, qualified to be elected as Rajya Sabha member, and he or she should not hold any office of profit. Okay. Who administers the oath? President of India. So these are the basic questions. Constitutional provisions related to the Vice President of India. Now, powers and functions of the Vice President. So he is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha, presides over Rajya Sabha, chairman of Rajya Sabha, and ensures decorum and neutrality, acts as president in case of the vacancy of the president also, and then limited executive or legislative powers are there. Now, there is a one word which is called submission and admission, right? Motion, related to motion, impeachment motion and parliamentary procedure. Submission of motion. What is submission of motion and admission of motion? Submission, when MPs initiate the process by submitting the notice. And admission is what? When the chairperson, which is VP himself, he accepts and then allows the motion to proceed. This is submission. This is admission. Okay. When VP will accept the notice. Next is constitutional gap. If VP is not there, Rajya Sabha chairman, then deputy chairman takes over, and then it may delay in proceeding. The work will not be that properly done, but he will be there acting as the vice president. Impeachment of judges, because this is there, right? This case is there, impeachment of judges. So procedure, Article 124, motion must be supported by, this is the thing, no, that from Rajya Sabha 50 members and Lok Sabha 100. How many signatures they got? 143, right? आफ्टर एडमिशन, क्या होता है एडमिशन का मतलब? है ना? Takes, right? Accepts, right? So after admission, a committee will be inquired to for the inquiry of the impeachment of judges. This is what happened in this case, right? Dhankar's case, Vice President Dhankar's case requires 2/3 majority in both houses. Now we can look at the comparison of the US Vice President also and Indian Vice President also. Which part of the syllabus? Comparative GS2. Mention hai na? Comparison between Indian Constitution and other Constitution also. Yes or no? So this work also you can do. Question can come based on this thing also. Vice President of US and Vice President of Indian. What is the difference? Okay. So election, indirect. This is with President. Presiding role. He is chairman of Rajya Sabha. He is the president of the Senate. And executive powers, very less. Limited powers are there in India for VP. Then successor to the presidency, often part of decision making body, executive decision making body. So he has more powers. Understand this concept. Okay. And removal, Rajya Sabha resolution, right? Plus Lok Sabha approval is needed. Okay. How VP is removed? Rajya Sabha resolution should be there plus approval of the Lok Sabha. Next is here impeachment by the Congress is enough. The broader democratic issues, presiding officer and neutrality. So neutrality is very important, right? In this, on this post, yes or no? So the independence and neutrality of parliamentary presiding officers are critical for smooth functioning of democracy, yes or no? Correct? Is it happening now?
Palestine or India took a neutral stand. When the state was restricted in the blue and India took a neutral stand.
Abdur, how are you? Why are you sitting at the back? मजा आ रहा है? अच्छा लगता है? हाँ? आदर्श सो रहे हो? सो रहे हो? ऐसे क्यों बैठे हो फिर? सही से बैठो. हाँ. Okay. Why it is important? So, why this neutrality is important for the impartial functioning? Ensures fairness in the parliament, right? If a VP is impartial and he is neutral, he'll be doing things in a fairly manner. Prevents partisan bias in legislative decision and procedure discretion. Misuse of procedure discretion will also be there. Now, these details you can read. Very, very important. I have taken this from AIR News Alerts, these questions. Okay. So this was there. And because this is a government handle. This is the government handle. So very important, right? Who conducts the election to the office of the Vice President? Article 324 of the Constitution of India. The authority to conduct election to the office is vested in the Election Commission of India. Okay. So these details are important. Any kind of, please may understand, question is definitely coming. So read every slide. Okay, what electoral system process is adopted for the election to the office of Vice President? Next is what? Apart from the above, what are the conditions to be fulfilled by a candidate for his nomination to be valid? Okay, so these are the more detailed kind of thing for the election of the Vice President. Who elects the Vice President of India? Who elects?
Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha members both nominated and
Okay. Term of office of the Vice President is given. When is the election of the Vice President of India held? Next is what? What are the qualifications required by a candidate to contest the election? Then, who is appointed to the returning officer, assistant returning officer for the election to the office of Vice President of India? Can a candidate submit more than one nomination paper? These are all the things that you should read. Okay. Next is, what are the grounds for rejection of the nomination paper for the Vice President? Now, question. Abdur Rahim, answer for the question 1. What is the answer? Abdur Rahim, कहाँ है? Abdur Rahim, तुम हो? तुम ही हो? हाँ, तुम ही हो. अब्दुल बताओ. हाँ 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 अभिषेक, क्यों पास आ रहे हो तुम लोग? दूर हो जाओ. हाँ अब्दुल, तुम बीच में आओ. यस, बताओ. ये हिंदी आती है समझ में. And this is the only way I understand Malayalam also. Emotions I understand. बताओ. Hello, Abdur. Answer. Very easy answer. क्या है? VP submits the resignation to? हाँ. जुड़वा. हैं? Twins आनो. बताओ. क्या है आंसर अब्दुल? बता दिया. A for Abhishek. Okay. Second question का आंसर बताओ अब्दुल रहीम. Consider the following statement. A का फर्स्ट का आंसर क्या है? फर्स्ट का आंसर क्या है? President, right? B, right? Okay. Second का आंसर अब्दुल रहीम. Consider the following statement. The Vice President is elected by an electoral college comprises of all elected members of Parliament. Next is, the Vice President can be removed only through impeachment. What is the correct answer, Ibrahim and Abdur Rahim? Dev Pujita. What is the answer, Adarsh? Anjana. PR. Answer, Salah. Bami. Adnan. Answer? It's a very simple question. Very, very simple question. क्या है answer? 1. A option? Okay. Adnan? A? Salah? If you're not giving the answer for this question, you did not understand the topic well. And this is so simple topic. Direct, this is like a factual, constitutional provision pe hai question. If you did not give, if you will not give, I will cover the topic again then. Vandana, answer. Which of the above is correct? Ibrahim, Dev Poochita, बताओ. Adarsh, 1, A answer. Bami, Adnan, D. Adnan, Anjana PR, Anjana, A. Adnan, D. A. Angelin, बताओ. Guys, Najia, both are correct. बताओ बताओ डाउट क्या है. Both statement are incorrect. Very good, Salah. Both are incorrect. Why? Second to is pakka incorrect, right? Huh? Not only through impeachment. He is not removed by impeachment. He is removed by Rajya Sabha resolution plus Lok Sabha approval. Yes or no? Then why first statement is wrong? Nominated plus elected. Right? So one word is missing. Abhishek, first statement wrong क्यों है? Nominated plus elected members. Electoral college with nominated plus elected members. Okay, guys. Very good, Salah. Was it a guess? Was it a guess? Guesswork? Ayyo. Guess or no? No. Analysis, proper. Ah, very good. Even he is sleeping, he is giving the right answer. UPSC mains question. UPSC mains question is what? Discuss the constitutional provision and challenges arising from a midterm resignation. Guys, stop. Discuss the constitutional provision and challenges arising from a midterm resignation of the VP of India. How can such situation impact the functioning of the parliament? Second is comparative constitution. The office of the Vice President of India is structurally inspired by the American model, but functionality very different. How does the impartiality of the parliamentary presiding officer affect legislative functioning in India? These are the questions that can be made. Summary takeaways. Summary has been given. You can read this thing. Previous year question. 2022, one question was asked. 2022, one question was asked. The question is, discuss the role of the Vice President of India as the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Simple question. Next topic is very important topic. Why? Because it is a historic trade deal, right? UK trade deal and the choose for big one, the pact with the US. So how it is going to change the relations between these two countries, UK and India? What all benefits are there? Hello, Neha. Why are you so excited? Do you want to cover this topic? No? Okay. So this deal, like it is in talks, this trade talk was present since 4 years. They were talking on it, India and UK both. And this is the first major FTA with a Western power since its withdrawal from the RCEP in 2019, Regional Comprehensive Economic Framework. Okay, so RCEP in 2019. And then agreement comes at a time when India is actively realigning global trade strategies, pushing the bilateral ties over multilateral ones. Now features are what? So tariff liberalization, it is affecting many sectors in a positive way. Tariff will be reduced on many items, right? This is a free trade agreement, not specifically to one product or one goods or services. It is affecting many goods and services. Okay. Okay, guys. Every app is updating. I don't know what is this new thing which is highlighting. Some crown is there on the chat box with every name. One crown and number is there. I'm not able to understand. This is a new update, guys. Okay. So tariff liberalization is there. So tariff liberalization means that there will be tariff elimination. Less tariffs will be there on different products, and India cut tariffs on British luxury cars also. Abhishek, so अभी अच्छा है. 40% डाउन आ जाएगा सबका प्राइस. मजा है ना? We can afford, right? हाँ, एक और चीज है, ये देखो, स्कॉच विस्की, राइट? तो यहाँ पे भी टैरिफ जो है वो रिड्यूस होगा. And then dairy, walnut, whey, apple excluded. Then tariff advantage for footwear, leather, defense, climate, right? Leher is not present. Next is India to reduce duties on the intermediate goods also for the UK, right? So from UK also medical devices will be coming, and then that will also be cheap in the Indian market. Accessibility will be there, and this move will be aligning what with Make in India initiative. Services and professional mobility. Services and professional mobility will also be, service sector will also be benefiting. UK, limited UK commitment, annual quota of 1800 for chef, musician, yoga instructor, no major concession on IT professionals, or IT professional will not get that much concession. Automotive sector, mid and small engine vehicles, and then low cost EVs will be protected. Next is luxury car, no concession to hybrid, hydrogen or EVs for the first 5 years under this trade talk. That these are the basic things, the facts. Then development oriented, quota based liberalization will be there. No duty concession beyond the total quota of 37,000 vehicles. This will not be asked. It is just that the points are kept. You can read it. Okay. And what will be asked is sectors which are getting affected. And then what all things we are going to do for India. What are the sectors that are going to be impacted? Bami, under this trade pact, sectors which are going to be impacted by this trade pact. Sectors like leather, footwear, jewelry, then cars, climate related things also, right? So boost labor intensive export, textile, leather, targeted liberalization, agriculture, autos. Make in India initiative is getting boosted, yes or no? From Bharat to Britain. So products will be going from Bharat to Britain. New market access will be there, right? And model for future FTAs also. This trade that has been signed, this pact that has been signed, it will be providing a model for other pacts also, so that what will happen is greater relations will be built, right? And greater profit will be there. Why these FTAs are important? First of all, one question should come, right? Why we are talking about, why it is a historic move? What is an FTA and why it is important? Why we are talking about this? Economic, majorly based on economy, right? So this free trade agreement means that many goods and services will be cheap now in Britain also. For India it is good, and for Britain also it is good in India, right? Both sides will be benefiting. Greater relations, more production, because if we are creating a market in UK, what is going to happen? Our production will increase, right? And then there is one carbon border mechanism is also there. Carbon tax is there. EU's carbon tax, Britain is under that now. So it will impact India's companies. In a way, it is going to impact negatively on Indian industry goods also. Yes or no? But how we are going to manage that thing? One negative thing is there, right? This trade agreement is there. Then there is carbon tax also now. That carbon tax is applied on the goods which use carbon, coal, right? Coal intensive industries which are increasing the carbon emission. but that tax will be there on Indian goods in the foreign market. So how it is going to help? Think about it. When our products go to Britain, tariff will not be there, but carbon tax will be there. Then will it benefit?
No.
Some sectors, guys, some sectors.
Something India had to reduce their carbon.
Commitment, not agreement. This is a climate commitment. Net zero. Net zero commitment. 2070 is India's target to achieve net zero, but 2050 is other countries' target to achieve net zero. Developed and other countries. Yes, that is there. That is why carbon tax is important. So carbon tax will be applied on Indian goods also. Why? Because we are using coal, we are using fossil fuels. So how it is going to be, how we are going to benefit? That much benefit for certain goods will not be there, right? Some industries will not be getting that much benefit, but because tariffs will be low on those goods, then this carbon tax, if we apply, what will happen? Then prices will not surge that much, price will not go high that much. So that way it can help. Otherwise, carbon tax will not be removed, right? Mitigate UK's mechanism risk, right? So this carbon adjustment mechanism, it will be mitigating that also, because now tariff will, this is a very great move actually, है ना Abhishek, है ना? Correct hai? Because carbon tax has been introduced and it will be implemented by 2026. Carbon tax will be charged by 2026 to every country. Okay, so this is going to not impact that much because of this trade agreement. Okay, and if we do it with other countries also, then carbon tax will be charged, but other tariffs will be low. This way we can handle this risk. Okay, now challenges are what? Minimal UK mobility concessions could stall services sector gain. So services sectors are not getting that much benefit. Agriculture is getting benefit, right? Luxury goods access may not significantly lower prices. So this is also there. The challenges are also there, that much lower rates will not be there. Now, see this. Okay. Gems and jewelry market. Duty-free access will be there. Duty-free access into UK's gems and jewelry market is going to be benefiting from this thing. Inclusive economic growth with boost to MSME sector. Artisan craft person. So it is directly going to impact them, because for them it will be a huge market, right? They will be getting a global platform, right? And then craft person, women also, right? E-commerce, digital tools, sustainable production technologies to enhance efficiency and market reach. And this exports is going to be double. Now, Indian fishermen to have greater expansion opportunities into UK's marine market. Yes or no? India's fisheries sector, you can write this thing. I think I have given, last year I gave the task to people to prepare note on Indian fisheries market sector. Indian fisheries sector is rising. We need market, right? Who is the leader or the top person, top country who is leading the fisheries market at the world level? Japan. Who is the country? Which country is leading the fisheries, global fisheries market? China or Japan? China. क्या है? आंसर क्या है? अयो. हाँ, so you have to research about Indian fisheries market. Okay, Indian fisheries market is doing very good. Okay, it is increasing, and there will be a very high jump in the Indian fisheries market. So Indian fishermen will have greater opportunity in the UK market. Clear? Next is better price realization for our exporter, more income for fisher folks. Obviously, this is a complementary part. CF opportunity for the coastal economy. So one point is there. Okay. Now, pre-FTA duty range. This is the pre-FTA duty range which was there. Now it is 0%. Okay, so this table is very good for understanding this thing. Adnan, can you please look at the table? This is pre. Before the FTA was signed, these were the tariffs that were charged on the goods like vegetable oil, transportation, auto, leather, footwear, electrical machinery, and now this is the charge that is being charged. 0% tariff will be there now. So our goods will be popular. Yes or no? Anyway, we are trying to be a global leader in every sense, right? Regional leader in every sense. So this will help us in becoming Viksit Bharat. Yes or no? A developed nation by 2047. Correct? That is why these actions are being taken, no? Correct? So this is definitely going to help us. Next is what? Duty-free access for our instant coffee, tea, spices and rubber. Export of Darjeeling tea. Now, there is one district, one product hai. Then GI tagged products hai. GI, geographical indicated products are there. GI tag products are there. They will get the boost. Yes or no? Indigenous products, localized products will get the boost, because they are good quality also. That is why they are given GI tags. Yes or no? So these will be traveling from India to Britain now. Bharat to Britain. B to B. Okay. अभिषेक मुश्किल हो रहा है बैठना. पानी चाहिए. Okay. Now this is about the Maldives trip. India's Maldives trip. Prime Minister is there. 26, 25, 26. He'll be there. Right. So list of outcome. So there is this agreement. Cooperation in the field of sharing successful digital solution. Where is Maldives? कहाँ पर है? Is a part of left में है. Southeast Asian nation, right? Abhishek, Southeast Asian nation, Maldives. Why Maldives is important for India? First, understand this thing. Adnan, Salah, Maldives location. Can you check on Google, please? Why it is important? Tell me. Is it in Indian Ocean or Pacific or Arabian Sea? Indian Ocean. Why it is important? Sharing boundary with India. Huh? Neighborhood. Nations first. Looking east. हाँ इधर देखो. Look east policy. हाँ. Tell me. Abhishek. Maldives important क्यों है? Destination, wedding. और holiday destination. It used to be holiday destination, right? अभी कोई issue हुआ था Maldives का. क्या issue हुआ था? One issue was there. India Maldives tension was there, no others? What tension was there? क्या tension था? बताओ. I was about to use this mic and I forgot because I am not having a habit. So we'll do the thing. बताओ. Tell me, guys. Hello? No, it is not working. Please tell me. Answer. Why Maldives is important for India? Hello? Hello? चल रहा है? नहीं काम कर रहा? नहीं कर रहा है? हेलो. हाँ अभी चल रहा है. अच्छा मैंने गलत पहना है. बताओ. Why Maldives is important? Countering what? And because it is in the Indian Ocean. Because it is in the Indian Ocean. And why Indian Ocean is important? Why Indian Ocean is important? क्यों है Indian Ocean important? क्यों है? आवाज आ रहा है properly? ओके. बताओ Indian Ocean important क्यों है? क्यों है? Maritime security. There is a word na syllabus में. Maritime security. China is also one of the very important factor, है ना, and doing things in Maldives. So China is also one important factor why we are interested in Southeast Asian nations more, right? So China's threat is there, then maritime security is there. Better बोलते हैं regional leadership. India wants to be a leader in the regional area also, right? Next is what? So there has been this thing. What all things have been signed? Digital solution implemented at population scale for digital transformation between MeToo of India and Ministry of Homeland Security, Maldives. Then recognition of Indian Pharmacope by Maldives. Network to network agreement between NPCI International Payment Limited. Then joint issuance of commemorative stamp on the 60th establishment year of India-Maldives relation. Toy sector. UK FTA toy, how toy sector is getting to benefit. So India's toy sector is also increasing and India is focusing on toy sector also. Why? Because which country is leading in toy manufacturing? अरे कैसे पता? ए क्या बात है, फिशरीज में भी चाइना है. ओके, सो इधर भी. एंड इंडिया कितना शेयर करता है? हाँ, very less, not even 5% also, I think. Okay, so India's contribution is very less, but India wants to be a global leader. So how it is going to be a global leader? Meeting the global standards. First of all, we have to be that much qualitative so that we can counter other countries or the leaders in the toy sector. So India's toy story is also very important. Kya hai title? India's toy story, right? The second thing that you have to study is India's toy story. Read about this thing also, toy sector. Huh? Please read it. Very important. So export will be there, enhance quality. This is very, very important. We have to enhance our quality standard to meet the international standard, and then only we can do anything. Okay. Again, MOU between the IIT Meteorology and Maldives Meteorological Services, and then recognition of it. Same thing. Now, engineering redefining global manufacturing. Zero duty market to UK, our sixth largest engineering export market. This is their tariff elimination. Export will be doubling in next 5 years. EV auto parts, these will also be increasing. Generic drugs. Zero duty markets on the Indian generic drugs. Made in India medical devices will attract no duty. From there also we'll be getting medical devices, surgical instrument, diagnostic equipments, and then medical manufacturers, especially MSMEs, will benefit. So India wants to be a leader, I told you, in every sector. But for that, we have to do what? Maximize our standard and potential also, right? So medical sector will also benefit. Now, chemicals and allied sector, fertilizer, industrial chemical, petrochemical, export will be rising, and we have huge potential in this critical chemical sector. When we talk about critical chemical sector, currently we found a rare earth element. This was also in news. Did you read this news? We have found a rare earth element deposit in Rajasthan. Rare earth element. कैसे पढ़ोगे? Follow नहीं करते हो channels को. Rare earth element. We have found in Rajasthan, huge deposit. Go and read this news. Okay, because India is totally dependent on China for rare earth elements. Okay, because of what challenges? Again, the exploration, mining issues. Okay, feeling sleepy? Adnan, sleep. Huh? Who wants to sleep? Everyone can sleep, no issue. Okay, so film sheets, packaging, plastic industry. Robust demand for plastics with duty-free access is also going to happen. India has proven manufacturing strength in these segments also. Plastic industry is also going to get profit. Okay. This you can read. Maldives may what all actions are going to be taken, because today is 26th and Prime Minister is still there. So we'll cover this topic in the next class. Okay. Outcome, total outcomes. Now, the electronics exports to scale new heights. Again, smartphone, optical fiber cables, and then software development, free fuel, digital trade growth. So digital trade growth will also be there. Now see, this free trade agreement will be used as a template. It will be a model for other trade agreement also, and these are the tariff reduction. We already have covered this thing. Now, what is the India trade agreement and its objective? This I have added as a question answer series. You can read all the question and answers, right? And then You can make notes also. It aligns with vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and Make in India. Make in India products will be popular in the international market. It is not about only Britain or UK, right? It is about what? In UK, many, see, everything is connected now. So in UK, if you're sending a product, from there also Indian products will be traveling to other nations. Yes or no? Correct. So it is not about that. So Make in India initiative of UK is going to be more robust than Atmanirbhar Bharat also. Next is what? Which sectors will be gaining? अभिषेक कौन कौन सा सेक्टर गेन कर रहे हैं, है ना? So footwear, medical. What are the implication of the auto tariff quota? It will protect the mass market car and EV segment and limit UK access to the luxury market. Compare UK with India's other FTA. UK, this is UK India FTA, this is EFTA, and this is RCEP. These are the other trade deals of India. Okay, now this is what? This is comprehensive, touching every sector, and then this is what? Investment plus good. EFTA is only related to investment and good, and this is RCEP is what? China-led partnership. RCEP is China-led partnership. Now, this focuses on different sector. We already have seen FTA, UK FTA. This is related to pharma, R&D and skilling, and no labor mobility is there. Here, potentially it is open. Here, limited mobility is there, right? So, labor mobility will also be there, but in a limited sense. What are FTAs and type of trade agreement? Different kind of agreements are there. These are the different agreements that you'll be seeing in the news. Bilateral agreements are there, multilateral agreements are also there, preferential trade agreement, and then custom union or common market is also there. Preferential trade agreement means what? Preferential trade agreement means what? Prefer. This comes from prefer word. Preferential, prefer. Specifically to some goods and services. It will be specifically to some goods and services. Not every sector or every good will be getting the benefit. Now, custom union or common market. Custom union, again, this is binding the economy of some countries. They're connected, right? And then the same laws will be followed, same tariff will be followed in that union. Custom union, economic union, okay? Common market is what? It includes labor mobility also. Labor also. Here goods and services are included. In common market, labor is also included. More than goods and services also, okay? This is the thing. Now, what is an FTA? It is a trade pact between two or more nations, right? And this lowers the tariff. Types of trade agreement already we have covered. Why FTA matters to India? For the research, for the, what do we say, FDI. For FDI, attracting FDI also, Make in India initiative also, then reducing the trade barrier, making the economy stronger. India UK benefits, 99% of the tariffs will be reduced, right? Next is key goods and sectors included. Already we have covered. Now rules of origin thing is there. When we talk about trade, there is one concept called rules of origin. What is that? Rules of origin means that where did this product originate? So where does this belong to? So nationality of a product. Examines that product from third party country do not misuse the FTA route, and important to protect domestic industry and prevent dumping. Now UK carbon tax concern that we have already discussed, that thing is also there. So you can read this thing, and India Maldives strategic diplomacy is also there. So Prime Minister is the guest of honor, and talks are going on still. And one more thing is there, when we talk about Maldives, we talk about Indian Ocean, we talk about Mahasagar Initiative. So you should study about the Mahasagar Initiative or the different agreements between India and Maldives also, or in which sectors they are working together. What is the common objective, common goal of India and Maldives? So peace in the Indian Ocean is very important. Security in the Indian Ocean is very important. For that initiative, Mahasagar, Vision Mahasagar, Ibrahim becomes very important. Mahasagar. एक और है महासागर का extension. What is that initiative? Which is the extension of Mahasagar? No. So Mahasagar, maritime area of high attention and strategic action for growth and reach. Maritime security is there. It is to ensure maritime security, economic collaboration, and then disaster resilient and blue economy. Maldives, Indian Ocean, blue economy. Blue economy is what? Related to Yes, and resources. Okay, so that is also there. So you can read this thing. These are the tables that have been prepared. Comparative angle, India's engagement with the UK and the Maldives. Okay, now these are the UPSC relevant points, and then mains relevant. Role of economy diplomacy in the Indo-Pacific, neighborhood first policy in practice, look east policy also, right? Next is strategic vision for Indian Ocean security. These topics are there matching with the syllabus part. Okay, Adnan? Now, practice mains question. India's free trade agreement must balance economic ambition with domestic sensitivities. And then second is India's vision Mahasagar aligned with neighborhood first policy. Economy mein what kind of question can come? What are the benefits and challenges of free trade agreement and for developing economies like India? Now, 2018 GS3 question. One question came in 2018. How would the recent phenomena of protectionism and currency manipulation in world trade affect macroeconomic stability of India? So that was the issue during that time. This question came. So this time, whenever any major development is happening, this free trade agreement is very important. So you have to cover this in a holistic manner from the prelims perspective also, from mains perspective also. Okay. Any kind of question can be asked. Not too much detailing is required, but selectively you should know what all things I should cover. Okay, so this is the summary. One more news was there. China is beginning what? The biggest dam in the world. Where is the location? We'll cover this topic fast, don't worry. Where is the location? River? Called as? Very good. Yalang Sanpo in China. In China, exact location क्या है डैम का? It is near the Great Bend in Tibet. Okay, and this is in Tibet Autonomous Region. Okay, so why India is concerned? Why India is concerned? So it is a 60,000. This number is important. Okay, it is a 60,000 megawatt hydro power project on the river Brahmaputra, Tibet, and near the Great Bend. Okay, so there is a bend of this river. The way it flows, I'll show you the picture also. So that bend is very important. This will be the world's largest hydroelectric project and even more stronger than the Three Gorges Dam. Okay, already one dam is there. Next is India has raised security and environmental concern. Why? Because it is very close to Arunachal Pradesh, and Arunachal Pradesh is the lower riparian area, and this is lower riparian and upper riparian areas are there, regions are there. Upper riparian means the from where river flows, right, coming from the upper side. Lower side river is coming from to the lower side. So Arunachal Pradesh is the lower riparian region, and definitely when dam is there, China will be controlling the flow of the water, yes or no? So if any tension happens, because it is very good friend of India, China is very good friend, right? Most lovable. So it can play with us, yes or no? So for that, what India is doing for that? What India is doing? Can India do something? Diplomatic talks can be there, but India is monitoring. Satellite monitoring is there. India is watching every movement of China. Anything happens and India will be talking to China then. Okay. So this is security concern is there because very close to Arunachal Pradesh border. This is the picture. This is the Great Bend U. Okay. This is Arunachal Pradesh, China, and this is the river, Siang River. So basic details are given. See, there is Namcha Barwa mountain range, which is there. From there, it takes a sharp U-turn and then enters Andhra Pradesh as Siang River. You can see. Where is Siang River? किधर है? हाँ? अभिषेक? किधर है सियांग रिवर? दिख रहा है? ये है ना? ये यू बेंड लेके इधर आया, right? So it enters from that Namcha Barwa mountain range. It enters as Siang River. Okay? So that detail is important. And then later becoming Brahmaputra in Assam and Jamuna in Bangladesh. So it is known as Jamuna in Bangladesh, one of the highest altitude rivers and most sediment rich. Brahmaputra, Ganga, most sediment rich rivers are there, right? Then strategic and environmental concerns are there. Location of the dam, it touches the Arunachal border, and then there are environmental challenges also. If this will be built, what is going to happen is divert or restrict the flow of the river. China can divert the river, and it may not come to Arunachal Pradesh, or restrict the flow also, or heavy flow can also be there during the time of conflict or any friction between India and China, right? Next is environmental concerns, unpredictable water flow. Flooding can also be there with major flow, right? Or scarcity can also be there. Biodiversity will also be affected. So between India and China, currently there is no water sharing treaty. Okay, no water sharing treaty is there. That is why we are bothered. India's response, surveillance is there. Diplomatic engagement is the other option, right? You can read this thing. General things are given. Now UPSC relevance, location of Great Bend is important. Origin of Brahmaputra River. Now these are the things that are mentioned. The hydropower project and GS paper 2. China-India relation, bilateral ties, GS paper 3, environmental security, climate impact on water resources. So these things are matching with the syllabus part. Okay, guys? Okay, Abhishek? Possible mains question. China's hydropower project on the Yarlung Sangpo pose serious environmental and strategic concerns for India. So you have to write the answer for this thing. Explain, examine. Recently, we celebrated what? 78th Independence Day. 10 interesting facts about our national flag. 22nd July. 22nd July is celebrated as what? National Flag Day of India. So for that topic is important. Yes or no? National flag. When was it adopted? What is the history of the national flag? Okay. So National Flag Day, 22nd July 1947, it was adopted. All the basic details are given. When it was adopted, evolution of the national flag, how was it looking? First of all, current national flag. This is the current national flag. The colors are there. Colors do not portray what? Any religion, anything. It portrays what? White signifies what? Peace and truth. Navy blue Ashok Chakra signifies the life in movement and death in stagnation. And then green indicates fertility, growth, and auspiciousness of the land, saffron, strength and courage of the country. Next is what? This is the history. 1904, Sister Nivedita created first design for a national flag. Then 1947, post-independence, we replaced charkha. There was a charkha in the flag earlier. We replaced it with what? The spokes, Ashok Chakra. Okay. So you can read this thing. Adoption date is very important. Adoption date is very important for us. And then flag dimension. It must be rectangular and 3:2 is the ratio. First, it was hoisted abroad by Madam Ji Bikaji Kama. Madam Bikaji Kama. There's a place with all the freedom fighters in Delhi, In Delhi, every road, in CP, many roads are there which belong to these freedom fighters. Madam Bikaji Kama place is there. Many places are there. Okay. So if this was hoisted abroad in 1907, August 22nd, Socialist Conference was there. She hoisted the flag there abroad for the first time. So this name becomes important. Okay, you do not know what kind of questions can come. So this is the flag code, what you should do, what you should not do. No decoration. It cannot be used for decoration or other purposes. Right? Must be hoisted upright and respectfully. It should not be toned. It should not be spoiled. Okay. Materials allowed. Flags can be hand spun. Who can fly the flag on vehicle? Where are we making these flags? Who is preparing these flags? Who is making these flags? Which state? Which state? Hello. Gujarat, Punjab, UP, Karnataka. Place? कर्नाटका सही है. कब कहाँ पढ़ा? Where did you study this? How do you know? Instagram. Very good. अच्छी बात है. Traditional method gone. Now new method, huh? New students, new method, right? Acha hai. Karnataka is the answer. And more than 90% of the women are the workers there who are making flags for India. Okay, so the worker there are more than 90%. Women empowerment. Fundamental right to hoist flag is also there. Pingali Venkaya is very important name, right? This information has been added. You can read. And on 2022, 146th birth anniversary was celebrated. A Bharat Ratna consideration was also there. Flag protection, legal aspects are given. Now question, which came in UPSC 2023. Guys, please look at the question on the national flag. One question has come. That is why I have kept this topic, okay? Because you have to understand what all questions are coming. So consider the following statement in respect of the national flag of India according to the flag code of India. So these kind of a question also come. Statement based question. Next question is what? 2008. What is the number of spokes in the Dharma Chakra in the national flag of India? 24. And it signifies what? Okay. What are the 24 principles of Ashoka?
24.
हाँ 24 principles of Ashoka क्या है? Next topic is Mangal Pandey. Next topic is Mangal Pandey. Who is Mangal Pandey? Soldier, freedom fighter. Yes, 1857.
First efforts for India's Islamic desire, or he armed against the British law and British against the Catholic tribals.
Yeah. So 1857 war was there. It is considered as the first war of independence of India. Very important event. And Abhishek हो गया मुझे बोलने दो. Let me. Okay. So क्या हुआ था? What happened is every part of India, excluding some southern parts, they were fighting for independence. Okay, independence, not a whole independence, not a national independence, but regional independence, right? So everyone was fighting. There was mutiny, there was revolt everywhere, and this was the first backlash to Britishers, massive backlash or the revolt against the British rule. Okay, this opened their eyes, and then they did what? They stopped doing what? Hurting the sentiments of Indian people or changing their tradition or culture. Okay, they stopped interfering in the local things. Okay, now revolt. July 19, 2025 marked the 190th birth anniversary of Mangal Pandey. That is why this becomes very important. He was a significant trigger figure in the revolt of 1857, right? He was a leader. UPSC has already asked questions. We will see the nature of question that has been coming in the UPSC related to 1857. This event is very important. Why? Why UPSC is so much interested in this war, 1857 war? Angelin, are you sleeping? Then why are you hiding your face? Huh? Why this is important? Yes, because it is the first war of independence, right? Very important moment. Okay, so he was born July 19 in Balia, Uttar Pradesh. These are the basic details you can read. But now what is the important thing is immediate cause of the 1857 revolt. There was Enfield rifle cartridges which were believed to be made with beer and pork fat. Okay, why did the revolt begin? There were different causes. Not even one cause was there. One immediate cause was there. Already problems were there, huh? And one problem sparked the outrage. Okay, so immediate cause was the Enfield rifle cartridges. Okay, but the other causes were the social causes, the political causes, cultural causes, economic causes. Everyone was doing what? Everyone was having problem with the one power. Fight was against one power, which is British India, British rule in India. That was one major cause, and many problems were there. Peasants were also not happy. Talukdars were also not happy. Zamindars were also not happy because land policies were introduced. Many land policies, zamindari, different. Then subsidiary alliance was there. Then many states lost their autonomy, doctrine of lapse, Dalhousie was there, right? So these all policies, these all reforms that they initiated for the exploitation of the people, the resources, the masses, this led to the culmination of what? The war. Okay. So there are different causes. Discontent related to military, economic grievances, land, revenue settlements were there. So because of this, the war happened. Now, symbolic Mangal Pandey is considered to be a symbolic trigger. He's a very important phase of the 1857 revolt. He's a symbol of the revolt. We can say his mutiny at Barrackpore sparked the military unrest. This news spread to other areas and everyone rose in revolt. Okay, so this is the symbolic figure of importance of Mangal Pandey. Okay, now see, this table is very important. The other leaders and the regions, the leaders from other areas and the region, and what was their role and contribution. Okay, so this box you should remember because questions have been asked 2-3 times. It has been asked. You can go and check UPSC 1857 questions, and you can see how many times they have asked. Nana Sahib was revolting from Kanpur, Begum Hazrat Mahal, Lucknow, then Kunwar Singh, Bihar, Rani Lakshmibai Jhansi, Khan Bahadur Khan, Bareilly, and Liaquat Ali, Allahabad. What happened after the revolt? There was 1858 proclamation, right? And the rule of India went to the British Crown. It directly came under the British Crown. Earlier, East India Company was there to rule. Okay, so limited powers were given to East India Company. They were only now a trading body, not the administrating body. East India Company. Okay, and British Crown came to directly rule. Okay, many laws changed. They stopped interfering in the internal matters of Indian people. End of East India Company rule, right? Then Queen Victoria's proclamation was there 1858, and then Government of India Act came. This is the question, 2014 question. Abhishek, what were the objective of Queen Victoria's proclamation? Three statements are there. It's okay. This is a history question, but from this question has come. Okay, next is, see this question. Based on the leaders and the region, right? So who was fighting from where? Name of leader and the place. I told you, na? Liaquat, Rani Lakshmibai. Very good. Liaquat Ali, Veer Kunwar Singh, Bihar, right? Yeah. Now, what is the role of? So we have seen in history syllabus GS paper 1. What is one keyword which is mentioned? Can you tell me, Abhishek? इस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड एक कीवर्ड बताओ यूपीएससी सिलेबस में जीएस पेपर 1 मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री में क्या दैट कीवर्ड डू यू अंडरस्टैंड सला बताओ द कंट्रीब्यूशन कंट्रीब्यूटर्स है वर्ड है कंट्रीब्यूटर्स कंट्रीब्यूशंस टू द फ्रीडम स्ट्रगल यस और नो. So this is the thing. Mangal Pandey in the revolt of 1857, to what extent his action reflects broader socio-political discontent against the East India Company? Oh, finally the torture is over. The class is over. Okay, guys. See you next week. Oh, so happy. Thank you guys for being online. I'll see you next week. Cover the topic well. This is just an example how to cover the topic. Okay, every topic will not be covered, but you have to understand. But we will include the major topics. Okay, the topics that you have missed. Mangal Pandey, did you study? हाँ. नहीं 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 न्यूज में. हाँ न्यूज में नहीं पढ़ा. हाँ ठीक है. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.